Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, if you're looking at the title, I'm going to be reviewing my first 42 palette actually from Beauty Bay. I've only ever had like the 15 or the 9 pan, so big box, we love. This is the Fiery 2.0 palette. It's got this beautiful plastic sheet, and here are the colours in my lighting. I know my friend Becca Scully, I will leave her video down below if I can remember, played with all the neutral colours. So I think I'm going to play with these berry tones in this row here. Mainly sticking to this row, and maybe that little kind of orangey burnt pink there. But yeah. One thing I will say, so I brought a brush just because I thought I want to try it out. And I brought a tiny liner brush, and look at the size of the packaging for the brush. It's a little bit wasteful. Off camera, get my thoughts, get my bearings, then I'm going to do one eye showing you, and then I will go off, do the rest of my base, and then come back to like tell you my final thoughts when I've like what I've played with, like what I like, how I like the formula and stuff like that. Do one eye off camera. I'm gonna film it on TikTok, so I will upload it, like I will crop myself out and put it here, like the TikTok video of me playing with it, so you can see like me playing with it then and then me playing it now, my techniques, so they change and stuff like that. I probably won't go into the black, but I do know that my friend Becca went into the black and she said she really liked it. I do like the fact that you got like a lot of neutral shades in here, so like everyone can use it and like deepen shades up. This honey shade is also calling for me. I don't want to swatch because I know that as much as swatches are fun, it's not how they look, how they would normally show up on the eye. It's better just to do it with on the eye, and then you'll know how it turns up. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting now. I'm just cutting in. I'm just doing a TikTok. It's what is this? I'm sorry. What are these shades doing? Like, I've put like the black, I was trying to use a little bit more here to try and cover up the fact it was like patching up, and it just looks even worse than what it did. I'm like, fuck. Like, the crease up is fine, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like completely like cut this out completely and like do a different shade on the inside, but like literally that. Okay, so I have done what I can to it, so I'm just going to quickly show what I did, and if it fudges up, sorry, if it budges up again, I'm going to show you how I fixed it. So I'm going to go in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer as my eyeshadow base. I normally use any eyeshadow, I don't really have a set like base, and apart from like the Revolution Pro Select Cover Up is actually a really good one, but I don't have it in the minute, so yeah. Back to filming now. So I went in with the shade here called Wine first. I'm taking this on, I'm seeing if it happens again, just so I can show you, on a Backstage Beauty Shadow Shaper Brush, and I'm just taking the wine on both sides, tapping off the excess, and I'm just gonna let's like stamp the colour in the shape that I want it. And then on the lid here. And just kind of feather that part down like that. Really intensify that as I can. And I take this little Morphe JH40 brush, which is Jaclyn Hill collection. Make sure there's nothing on the brush, and then I just feather out the edges. Like so. Oh, and apparently a blue has come out from nowhere. I used the shadow earlier. I think it's the undertone of the pigment of the actual eyeshadow is coming through. That makes no sense. The actual fudge. This eyeshadow looks to be now gone even worse. I'm taking the JH30 brush and I'm going to go into... I'm going to dip into Sour first, because I feel like this one and this one are too similar, and that's why it didn't go quite blended as nicely. Let's see if I can fix this eye look. Oh no, it's around. Great. Like, I don't see much of a difference between wine and sour. The pigment in the actual shade is not strong enough to actually hold its shade. As you pack it on a lot more or a lot harder than I was doing. And I'm not about like pressing pigment on. I'm gonna go in the shade Spice, Turmeric and Blonde next. And let's see if it's gonna have any issues. So this is Peach first, sorry. Gonna blend out the edges there. And then here. Grabbing this Primark 230 brush, it's like a MAC something dupe. I'm gonna go in with Blonde first. I'm not gonna do a turmeric just yet. I'm just going to blend this here. And then around here. See, I don't know what happened last time, but now this blend is starting to look a bit better than it did beforehand. So maybe I just used like something in the wrong order. I don't know, but I'm gonna try adding a little bit of black to add some depth. I'm just taking this brush because I'm not even gonna use it again. I used a different brush last time, but I can't find it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of depth back here. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit, just to add a little bit of depth and dimension in the crease. See, it started it. It's the black that's patchy. Like, that's what happened last time. The black is patchy. Patchy, patchy, patchy. Or it's making like the other shadows around it patchy. So this is what happened last time, but I didn't know it was the black. I thought it was the purple had unblended first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and buff it out as much as I can. Using the same brush, I'm gonna go into the wine shade again. And then just pat that in on top, a little bit of blending. A whole blend situation. Just to try and fix anything. Get that brush again, go back into Sour. It's very much like you gotta dip in everything 5 times. I'm gonna go in a little bit of turmeric now. I'm just gonna scratch that at the ends, buff it out. I will like upload the TikTok video next to me while I'm doing this, or at the end, or I like crop the video in like half because I'm doing my base on TikTok as well. So like I'm probably gonna have the review on TikTok first because my internet's really slow at the minute and it's taking a long time for it to upload a video. So yeah, hopefully I will try and get this out as soon as I can. Depends on how many people bother me today. Just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. Well, it kind of matches my shirt. So I've only used a handful of beauty based shadows. I've used the Sunset Horizon, the Book of Magic, and the 9 Mattes palette. So like I'm only going off bases of the shadows that are in there, of my judgment so far. The yellows are pretty decent. Turmeric is a little bit more orange, but then orange and pink, yellow and pink mixed together anyway makes a kind of orange colour. And that's what I was going for. So it's a little bit fire, but it's a different kind of fire. She's straight fire. I'm going to take these two mixtures of brushes. Starting with the Morphe So Old It Has No Number. I'm going to hit the shade Laces, which is right here. And then this other Jaclyn Hill brush in the 41, I'm going to hit the shade right next to it on top, which is the shade Kisses. So let's, I'm trying to balance that. So going with Laces first. I'm just going to pack it on the lid. I want this to almost be like a soft cut crease.
Or like it's more smoky kind of cut crease. I'm going to take this over that line as well, just so it kind of doesn't hide it, but it gives it dimension. So how are you guys today? Excited for the pubs to come back? So after you like kind of pack and blend that in, all the like glitter goes completely. And, like it just doesn't look as glittery.
You can still see like the, I don't know, it's just the light hit. I feel like there's something to do with the lighting. Because like in person it doesn't look as bad as it does in camera. And I don't know if it's that just the camera. Okay, gonna go in with Kisses. It's a very fragile product. So it's kind of jelly-like. It's very fragile. Just gonna pack it on the lid. We'll go right over the crease there. There's certain shades in this palette I think needs to be reformatted from what I've already tried. And that's just my personal opinion. Taking this little brush, I'm going with the shade Tiger, which is in the orange section, but it comes up a little bit golden on the in the light. I'm just gonna pack that here first. And a little bit on the brow bone as like a base, and then go back into a fluffy brush and just really blend that out. Just gonna keep going back in and blending the bits that I think need to be blended a bit more, because you can never be too careful with a good blend. Not sure how much of this I'm gonna have to speed up, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna drop in with Glaze on the inner corner. This is the new one I've got. I'm gonna pack that right there. She packs a punch. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my, oh, I did a liner first. Took the e.l.f. liner just because it's the one I have to hand at the minute. Just gonna do a quick line for my lashes to hide any mistakes. Just a quick lash. It's kind of, this line is kind of better with motion. Okay, I'm back. The lighting is going to look different because I've had to, one of my lights is broken halfway through filming. Yay for me. So this is the final look I came up with the palette. I have some thoughts and some feelings and some opinions on the palette and the shades. Underneath the eyes, I did the shades Pumpkin and Sherbet. But okay, so far, if you can see what can kind of see what shades I've used. So I've used Wine, I've used Laces, Kisses, Sour, Saffron, I've used Raven, Peaches, Turmeric, Blonde, Sherbet, Pumpkin, Tiger, Crystal. So I've used a fair few of the palettes, the shades, and a lot of them do blend really nicely together, a little bit so very often. The one shade that I think, the two shades I think is kind of the iffy shades are the black and the wine shade when they're mixed together, because that's what I initially used to get my crease colour, and that is the issue that I had with it. I will be playing some more looks with this when I have some free time. I'm going for a social distance walk with a friend soon, so I've got to be quick. I do want to play with the rest of the rows. I kind of want to try and do it like a look per row type situation, but this row is going to be very light, basically. I can't do that one. That's going to be a weird colour situation. Actually, it would be, because it'd be that one and that one. Those three would blend quite nicely to give like a sunset look. Unless you just do that with that on the lid and put these two on the lower lash and on the corner, but yeah. For £23 is not bad. I think I use a discount code called ECCO20 to get 20% off. So if it's still working, I say definitely worth it. It's a £42. It's a not bad size. I haven't really played with the neutral sides of it. I might play around when I have a free night or free day and just do some neutral looks. Try and get at least a few looks out of this before I make my overall decision. But in my initial first impression is the shades are pretty. The shimmers, I think, swatch a lot better than they actually perform on the... Let me just try and swatch on the eye. Okay, maybe you have to like swatch it and put it on the eye. So that might be the issue, so think of that in mind. The lashes I am wearing are Congratulations by Unicorn Cosmetics. They should be restocking those soon. My bronzer, blush and highlighter is Donut Bronzer. I've got a mixture of Coral and Blossom Blush. And I've got a mixture of Beam and Glaze on my highlighter. So that is not edited, that is real. My lips, I don't know if I like this lip combination. I just went for like what I had for Beauty Base. So it's Ruffle lip liner with Petal Gloss. So it's like a reddy toned pink. So it's kind of fitting in with the theme of the whole Fairy 2.0 palette. I gave the Revolution...
Overall, it's probably a cute look. Definitely like a summer vibes with the whole tones of the shadow. If you want it, I would say get it. Like, if you have the fiery one, I personally do not. So I'm trying to think what else I need to think about. I will try it out with different bases. I probably will try it out all on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok to, like, get an update. I'm going to have to post a TikTok one first and then add it into here. I'm going to edit this one as much as I can, but yeah. So for the price point, it's definitely worth like the shadow wise. You'll see how I like the full makeup. You'll see anyway when I put it on one side wherever I'm putting it. It's like a minute long anyway, so I'm just gonna add it in as I'm talking, and you can see what I've used and all that jazz. But yeah, have a good night. I'll deal with you in the world. Subscribe to my channel, like and comment on this video what you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel and have a amazing day. Bye.